Who wins in a fight? Nick Merckx or Tim the Tatman? Ninja or Bruno Mars? Kevin Durant or Neymar? Now that's not a creator clash lineup, but it could be very real and happening right now. Those are very real game skins. We've moved past the world of superheroes and anime characters. We want to take real people and give them guns. I thought I liked Marshmello, but I liked him even more when I saw him crank 90s and use a pump shotgun. Let's explore the world of skin influencers. Oh, bro, call them skinfluencers. Battle Royales have explored musicians, athletes, and now even streamers. Where is the line between madness and the line where we somehow don't break immersion of the game? Because isn't that the first issue when it comes to these skins? I don't want my shooters to have real people. This is unrealistic. Why is Travis Scott doing the Gwitty in front of Darth Vader? Yet at the same time, I think it's those silly moments that make these work. In the beginning, these skins seemed kind of like fun Easter eggs and maybe smart marketing by the individuals. It all started with Marshmello in Fortnite, and everybody thought that was kind of cool. He already had the Marshmello head, so he's already kind of a character as opposed to a real person. So it wasn't that offensive to most people, but who knew that single moment would lead to J Balvin being in the game? And maybe that's the difference between some of these characters. Even anime and movie characters you can look past because it's fiction. Marshmello was a character, but is Anderson .Paak and Kid Laroi? Those are real people running around, building, shooting guns, and that's where it starts to feel odd. But yet I can see it being funny. It's the silliness that makes it a good time. Characters like Minecraft Steve and Smash, Link and Soul Calibur. It's the fantasies you have as a kid. It's those arguments you have on the playground on who can beat who. I'm this guy, you're that guy, and we're gonna beat each other up. And it's all brought into a game where you get to control them. But once again, we're talking about real people, and that's where it starts to become weird. Maybe these are more profitable, or maybe they're even more recognizable and sought after. Let's take two legends of Fortnite, Tyler Ninja Blevins and Booga. Arguably the biggest Fortnite streamer ever, and maybe the best Fortnite player ever. And even outside of Fortnite, Booga is a god at gaming. To kids, these are your new idols. Kids look up to influencers and creators more than ever, constantly being cited as a preferred job. Every kid wants to meet or even be Mr. Beast, and they can through Fortnite. Older generations had imaginations of being Power Rangers. Okay, actually, hold on. Now that I'm making this, where are the Power Ranger skins? And somewhat superheroes are coming back, but the power of the niche internet micro celebrity is growing, and with that, those are the new heroes of the world. It's because they're tangible. I can be like an influencer. I can be like my favorite creator. I will never get to be Naruto or Goku, even though that one kid tried. Maybe I'll never be friends with Will Smith, but I can play as him with the bad boy skin. I don't want Ariana Grande to put me in a song, but I could play around as her. It's celebrity access we'd never have, and now it's being given to us through our controllers. Whether it's someone we want to meet or someone we want to be, it's these fantasy celebrities that we're finally getting to live out a different life. Let me burst your bubble though with a reality check. You will never be LeBron James. But you can be him as Fortnite under Toon Squad. But also, Toon Squad LeBron is in Fortnite, which is the same LeBron that's in Multiverses. So is this a Multiverses Fortnite collab? Okay, theoretically, the Walter White Fortnite or Walter White Multiverses, who wins in a fight? And in athletes, you have LeBron James, and you also got these generic football players. But if you know how numbers work, sometimes a generic could be kind of weird. He's honestly part of the latest trend to break down the walls of jocks and nerds, even though every high school athlete you grew up with liked video games, so they mainly played like FIFA, Madden, 2K, or Call of Duty, which is why the inclusion of Kevin the Snake Durant into Call of Duty makes more sense. But it's almost a realism of a Call of Duty that might give it a weird uncanny valley vibe. And it's not just basketball, but soccer, football. Messi and Pogba in Call of Duty, and Neymar has double dipped in both Warzone and Fortnite. The soccer stars might be more than just a generic, quote, soccer fan move, because I'd argue those three have way more reach than KD and LeBron strictly due to their international presence, which is where it seems the best skins actually tend to be. Remember how I just mentioned Neymar in Call of Duty? What if you're not a PSG fan? Well, if you like Premier League, you gotta at least love the captain of the English national team, Harry Kane of Tottenham Hotspur. I don't watch soccer, I just watch Ted Lasso. Point is, Harry Kane is one of the greatest strikers of our generation next to Yoichi Isagi. He's not a skin, but at this rate, he might as well get one soon. Soccer is the biggest sport in the world, so why wouldn't skins featuring some of the most popular recognized players make sense? The international audience grows this rapidly. Every US person seems to forget just how large the Spanish community can be. Because here in the US and live stream fails, LSF, we see XQC, and yeah, he's the god. god, he's the king. If you're that close-minded, there's no skin for him, even though he does speak French. But which large creator does have a skin, if not the biggest streamer in the world? The Gref G. To a normal American kid that just jumps on Twitch or Kick and looks at XUC or maybe even Aiden, who is the Gref G? To the Spanish community, a hero, an idol, their GOAT. But even a smaller scale international star can bring in the money, such as Lachlan, I don't know how to say this. An Australian streamer leading from down under, or on the female side of Australia, Loserfruit. Queen only behind Pokimane in female followers. She's the second largest female streamer on the platform. Though Poki, to be fair, did inspire an emote. And she's Moroccan. Oh, okay, hold on, I'm researching. Who is Marco Roos? Point proven, he's a football player. I've never even heard of him, but he's big enough for Fortnite. You have Major Lazer to Laserbeam, Chloe Kim to Naomi Osaka. And then there are like references which are still real people because more people think of it as the person and not the character they're playing. Does Keanu Reeves count as being in the game as John Wick? Does Tom Holland count as being in the game as Spider-Man? Okay, Chris Pratt doesn't count as Star-Lord, but would he count if we ever got Mario? Actually, I think Andy from Parks and Rec and Fortnite could work. It's changed from playing action figures of your heroes to just getting dubs. It would be another video to talk about the fun fictional crossovers like Naruto or AOT for anime. Movies like Star Wars always go well, and that's just in Fortnite. Fortnite is a cartoonish game, it makes sense. Yet Modern Warfare enters a territory of realistic shooter sim, and that does make it a little weirder. I can handle Batman and Goku and Rick Sanchez with a gun, but in Warzone, why did Godzilla need one? You know, we got Marines and mercenaries, but we also got Jigsaw and Scream. Okay, but we also got Rambo. So is he Rambo or Sylvester Stallone? Does Bruce Willis count for John McClane, even though he's old now and that's young Bruce Willis? Even though they do use real models like Alex Zedra for Warzone, so it does come in at a weird spot. And there's awesome guys like Thulam who modeled Daniel Ronan Shinoda. He's a Green Beret character, and he's legit crazy when you look up his bio and the things he actually did, and they made a whole character based around him. And he's not going to bring as much as LeBron, will he? And so those kind of make a little more sense. I can get behind it. And then we get the latest, which inspired this video, Nick Merckx and Tim the Tatman getting their own Call of Duty skins. This is where the realism versus cartoony finally starts coming to a head. Am I to believe this bald dude in a snapback is on par with trained soldiers? This guy has a Spartan helmet. But it is just a game, but it still feels odd, but somehow appropriate. The question is, does this open the door up to more? Is this Call of Duty's take on Fortnite's Icon series? Will we see not just the LA Thieves skin, but what about Nate's Shot and Courage? What if there was a Nadia skin? Will she actually give us wall hacks? Or just normal celebrities, not just creators? Think of Tom Cruise in every movie he's been. Edge of Tomorrow, hello? That was a great movie. And John Krasinski at this point. If Logan Paul showed up, I wouldn't be surprised. And then for some reason, they play the game. I'd like Patrick Mahomes or Travis Kelce. What happens when Apex finally dips into this? Will Imperial Hal or Daltouche get a skin? Girl has to get one for any female character she wants. Maybe when Apex gets into it, I'll do a follow-up. Subscribe and maybe we'll see more. Hey, my name's Alec, and thanks for talking games with me.